All right, here we are, part 2 of chapter 9, the objectives of promotion. But before that, I want to do a fun little thing that I always do right here. We talked yesterday about, how we communicate with people and channels and different things like that. And I stumbled across this, and I'm always like to ask students what it is. So I have, it's labeled an assignment, but it's worth 0 points. I just want to know what 3 you choose. So there you go. Oh, I hope you can see that. Let me see if I can move my little dudifer there. I'll move up here for now. You've got all those right there. You can only use 3 the rest of your life. You have to pick 3. Okay. Now, you cannot say, well, I'll take Google and then I'll just go to the LLC. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay. So which 3, you can only use 3 of those the rest of your life. Which 3 are you choosing? So then go out to Canvas and go to that assignment. Again, 0 points. All right, 0 points. But I want to know. And then I'll post mine later on this week. So I just think that's super interesting. I know which ones I would choose. Which ones would you choose? So what are the objectives of promotion? Let me scoot myself back down here. Okay. Those are the 8 different things. Now we're going to go through each of them. So you can obviously always pause it if you want to and write them down. But we're going to talk about each of those 8 things. And we're going to start with create awareness. People don't know you have a product unless you tell them. It's that simple. They're never going to know unless you tell them. So awareness is key. You have to make yourself aware in the very beginning. You have to create awareness to continue to promote your brand. You have to make people aware of the features and the benefits that come from them. You have to make people aware of what you're doing as a company socially and all those different things. So awareness is a huge part of that. And it's not just letting people know you have a product. You have to continue to build on that after you initially introduce your product and as you grow as a company. You always want people you want to give people that warm fuzzy, okay? That the company they're buying the product from is a good company with good people that do good things. So that's very, very important as well. Second, you want to stimulate demand, meaning you want people to want your product. There are different demands here. Primary demand is demand for a category rather than a brand. What's one of the biggest things people are wanting in the quarantine? Toilet paper, okay? And you don't hear people talk about, I need Charmin or I need Angel Soft. No, they're just saying toilet paper. That's primary demand, okay? It's just the product itself, all right? And so what you can do is you can create that. There is selective demand. Yes, I'm skipping one. And that's demand for a specific brand, whereas, primary demand might not be for peanut butter. It's for Jif peanut butter as opposed to any other brand, okay? Specifically for a brand. Seasonal demand is only during a particular time of year, okay? Think about, just in general, the Easter stuff is going away. And so now it's kind of a little bit of a lull, obviously one because of the quarantine, but what's really coming up next? Memorial Day is. There's not a ton of stuff specifically, but now you've got all the gardening stuff out. That's kind of happening. But you saw from once Christmas ended, it went to Valentine's Day, and then it went to Easter. So those are seasonal demands that happen. Now let's jump back up to Pioneer Promotion. Basically, it's a brand new product that is creating another category. So it's creating primary demand because you're the first person, you're the pioneer, you're setting the standard. So that's for something brand new that nobody else has introduced before. That's what Pioneer Promotion is, okay? You want people to try it. Shoot, who else likes being or used to be able to like going to Sam's Club or Costco and trying all the food on Saturday? Me, yeah. So you want people to try it. And there's so many products where people can't see themselves using it until they actually have it in their hands. So it's good for people to try things, whether that's free samples, whether that's coupons to give them a little extra incentive to buy it, test driving for cars, free use offers, any of that stuff. You just want people to, like, we're so confident in this product that just try it and you'll like it, that kind of thing. So any way you can think of creatively to get people to try it works. So people want to picture having that car or trying that, a food item or whatever, but until you actually get them to try it, then it really resonates, like, okay, yeah, this is me. Identify prospects. What's that? Well, you always believe you know who the target market is, right? That's all part of this process. But it's also always very fluid. So you can find other people who could be interested in your product and could be potential buyers. You're never going to know if you nailed your target market until you get your product out there. And then you could find information like, wait a minute, we're seeing some desire here in this group that we didn't think was going to happen. Okay, well then let's kind of pivot a little bit and add some more availability for those people. Or maybe you give people the chance to go look. Okay, like think Instagram, Twitter, and all stuff, the promoted stuff. Hey, how do I identify who my target market is? Well, click that button that says learn more and take me to the website. They can read that data and see, okay, here are the people that are clicking on that through your bio in Instagram, and they go, aha, that's who the people are going to buy it. Okay, so that's how you can identify prospects as well. Got a cough drop in. Good old allergies. Yeah. You need to retain your customers. Again, back to day one, creating and maintaining satisfying exchange relationships, making sure they come back. Okay. That's the key. Getting them to buy it is very, very important. Getting them to buy it again is uber important. And no, not the Uber, the car company. Okay. Keeping current customers costs you less than getting new customers. So once you get people to try it, it costs less to keep them than to try and get somebody else to get it. So that's super important. And there are programs, frequent user, Speedway does that. Hey, you can get, I like the concert tickets. Like if you subscribe to the newsletter, then you get access to these tickets first. So those are special offers. So you like to get people to stay on board with you by keeping abreast of all the information that's coming out. So that's important too. Retaining customers is huge. You can listen to the customer. You can use loyalty programs. There's your newsletters, sweepstakes, contests, events. There's all this kind of stuff. Client appreciation makes me think of people like the Pacers. Hey, it's Fan Appreciation Day. Come, and all these prizes go out and people have a great time. I'm like, man, that was a lot of fun. So I want to come back. Okay. So those are different ways you can retain les customers. I don't know why I said that, but I just feel like doing it. You're trying to facilitate support. What is this? Okay. I want to work with the retailer that sells my product. Okay. You want to have a strong relationship with them in order to help build your brand. You're helping each other. Okay. So sometimes you will share promotional expense. If you ever see an ad where it says, come get this only at these selected retailers or only at, Best Buy. Okay. They have shared that promotional expense to get both brands in that one commercial. So that's huge because you're scratching each other's back. All right. And the resellers like that because then they get some rub from you, and the expense is a lot less for them because they have so many things. Like Best Buy has so many things that they sell, but if they can spend a little bit of money and work with the iPhone or work with a Samsung TV, then to get people to come there with sharing that expense, that's huge. Combat competition. Oh yeah. So you want to go at it in a way so that whatever the competition brings out in their communication and their promotion it just doesn't hold water to yours. Okay. Now, it's not necessarily intended, like it says there in the sub bullet, to generate more sales or to increase the market share. You're just still stating why you're better. Okay. A lot of times combative is used, which is really interesting because back in my day, like you never, ever, when I was a kid, you never, ever mentioned the competition. That was just the way it was. But over time, it's changed to where they will straight up, like Subway will straight up call out McDonald's, or, Coke will call out Pepsi. Well, actually, they don't really care. Pepsi will call out Coke, right? So they're being very combative and saying, we're like, I'll never forget the Santa commercial. It was a Pepsi commercial, and Santa's on vacation on a beach. He's going up to that, the tiki hut that has all the stuff, and the bartender's like, "Hey, Santa, so you're on, hey, you want a Coke?" He's like, "No, I'm on vacation. I want a Pepsi." And I was like, "Oh wow, really? You're going there?" So that's the combative type of thing where you're straight up saying we are better than our competitor, and so that helps you to build that brand loyalty. Fluctuations, holidays and seasonal products are rough. It really is, but you've got to figure out a way to promote the brand during a slump. Like right now, so many companies right now are promoting things not in order to increase sales, but to continue to help people to feel good about their company. Here's what we're doing in this time right now. Yes, we want to help, and yes, we want you to buy our products, but know that we're about making sure we stay safe and healthy. And that makes you feel good as a customer. So even though there's a slump, in the back of your head, you're remembering, hey, I remember what they did back then during the COVID-19 thing and how that really made me feel good. So that's important as well. Alrighty. So there is part 2. We will finish the chapter tomorrow. Again, don't forget to look at announcements for Zoom meetings, and we will see you all later.